We want to get you caught up on the latest headlines out of Iran. This morning, the U.S. Central Command reporting 3 service members were killed and 5 others were seriously injured. We're still waiting to hear more details about when and where those U.S. deaths happened. Meanwhile, the White House has not commented yet on those deaths, but a little over an hour ago, Ambassador Mike Huckabee posted to X offering condolences to the families of those killed. Now, this all comes as Israel and the U.S. launched new strikes on Iran overnight. Iran says so far more than 200 people, including more than 100 children at a girls' elementary school, have been killed since the bombardment began. We have more right now from ABC News chief correspondent Ian Pannell.
This morning, 3 U.S. service members were killed, 5 seriously injured as part of the major combat operations in Iran, according to U.S. officials. This comes as the U.S. and Israel unleash more strikes on Iran. President Trump with a new warning to the regime as they vow revenge for the killing of their supreme leader, Ayatollah Khamenei. Trump writing on social media overnight, Iran just stated that they're going to hit very hard today, harder than they've ever hit before. They better not do that, however, because if they do, we'll hit them with a force that's never been seen before. Iran confirming the 86-year-old cleric's death on state TV late last night, saying he was carrying out his assigned duties in his workplace when he was killed Saturday morning. New satellite imagery showing the extensive damage to Khamenei's compound from above, buildings leveled. Across Tehran, videos circulating online capturing cheers heard for miles as news spread of Khamenei's death. But in the sign of the divisions in the country, others mourning. The attacks began Saturday morning, targeting Iran's leadership, its military and nuclear facilities. Iranian television showing massive craters, plumes of smoke and debris scattered throughout Tehran. The initial assault lasting hours. Cars and buildings in flames. Iran saying more than 1,000 people were killed or wounded. Among them, an airstrike on a girls' school in the southern city of Minab, leaving more than 100 dead, according to state media. The U.S. now investigating, insisting it had never deliberately attacked civilians. The brazen daylight strikes hitting at least 9 Iranian cities, according to state media. The White House releasing these images taken during the start of the attacks, President Trump monitoring the situation in real time from Mar-a-Lago. The Pentagon dubbing the operation Epic Fury, also sharing these new videos. Tomahawk missiles launching from a destroyer. Fighter jets taking off from the deck of the USS Abraham Lincoln. A barrage of long-range missiles firing into the air. Iran's promised retaliation swift, targeting Israel and U.S. assets in the Middle East. Israeli air defenses intercepting a barrage of Iranian missiles over Tel Aviv. Some still getting through. One attack coming in right as we were preparing to go on air last night.
The air raid siren has just gone off once again. It's been going all day. Already we're seeing the signs of what looks like air defense going up into the sky to try and intercept incoming Iranian missiles. All day long, they haven't stopped coming.
Iran claiming they've targeted 27 U.S. bases in the region. Dramatic verified videos circulating online showing the extent of the retaliatory strikes. From Jordan to a U.S. naval base in Bahrain, where 3,200 Americans are stationed. This explosion right nearby. Not far from there, a drone blasting this residential building. Video showing the moment that drone came crashing in. Iran targeting Dubai too, this luxury hotel in flames. The growing conflicts coming as the White House offers different justifications for the attack, saying this is about preventing Iran from developing a nuclear weapon and to protect American lives, though without offering evidence they have been rebuilding their nuclear program.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime.
That was ABC's chief foreign correspondent Ian Pannell reporting. Now,